Healthy Rebel Radio is sponsored by the Healthy Rebel app. 300 plus secretly healthy, delicious, mouth-watering dessert and treat recipes made with all-natural, whole food ingredients. Now available for download on the App Store and Google Play. Find out more details at healthyrebel.com.
Welcome to Healthy Rebel Radio. I'm your host, Dr. David Dizer, and I'm here with my Dami Health Healthy Rebel co-founder and co-host of the show, Amy Lane. Welcome.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. So, reading your blog this week, I see that you've got some ideas about weight loss for the year.
You were just reading my blog.
Just going through your blog, yes. Mm-hmm. And, I see some things that are a little different than what's common out there for weight loss suggestions, and I'm wondering if you want to go through it.
I'd love to.
Okay, let's hear it. So you wrote a post that's called Easing into the New Year, the gentle way to lose weight this year.
Yes.
Tell me about what you mean by that.
Okay, so I think a lot of us, including myself, when you get a goal in mind, you kind of go a bit crazy towards it in the beginning. We decide we're going to make some changes, and then we go out and we buy all the things to accommodate said change, and we go day one, do an hour and a half of cardio, and then we lift weights, and we read the fitness magazines. And
I'm the worst on day one.
You're the
day one is my day.
Literal worst on day one.
I love day one.
And the reality is that when I used to be holding that intensity and was just crazy, a crazy person towards goals, my goals actually took longer to achieve. And now I know why, because I was educated through the process you put me through about that I was in fight or flight. I was, my body was like, oh, she's really stressed. Hang on to everything we have, because what the body thinks stress is going to be is famine. Mm-hmm. So the reality was I was working 10 times harder and mentally 10 times harder, and, buying all the supplements and all the, just way too much junk, and, and then I wasn't reaching my goals. So I was that much more frustrated. I was like, but I have the workout clothes, but I have the supplement, and I have the protein powder, and I have the scales, and I'm weighing my food, and I'm measuring my stuff. And, just even thinking about it right now, mm-hmm. I can't stand myself. So
you so easily go into conservation mode, and I think most women do.
But they don't realize it. And then what I would do is I would, be 3 weeks deep into this, just so strict and so crazy, and then I wouldn't see results, and then I just burst out crying, and this doesn't work, and I'll never get there, and these bodies are reserved for these special genetic women that are just better than I am, and
wow, that sounds fun.
It was a spin.
Oh yeah.
It was a nightmare, and I had to get to a humble place of realizing that I was doing it to myself. Mm-hmm. I was holding myself back, and I was holding myself back by not concentrating on the fundamentals. So this year, I wanted to give everybody the gift of knowing, it's all good. We're all going to get there. As long as you consistently work towards your goal and are honest with yourself, behind closed doors and not, you're going to get there. Mm-hmm. And you have to kind of surrender to your body a bit and know that your body's going to take the time your body needs. Mm-hmm. And as long as you consistently do the things that need to be done and work towards the goal, you'll get there. So
yeah, well, and I mean, you're also explaining to your body about how, in order to lose weight, you have to find something that is sustainable, because that new normal will be either eating less or exercising more. It's going to be different. So the body has to learn that, and it can't just be all in one day.
All right, so let's go over it.
Okay, so
here are my top 5 overzealous weight loss actions to avoid this new year. And this is to create lasting change and change that actually feels good while you're accomplishing it. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah, so it's tips to avoid things. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so number 1, you wrote, buying anything and everything you've heard works.
Right, so being excited is awesome. Being anxious is detrimental. So you need to know the difference in yourself. I have a lot of women that will start a program, and they'll say, I bought the pedometer, and I bought, a scale that tests my body fat, and I bought, a measuring tape, and I bought a food scale, and I joined this gym, and then I joined that gym, and I got these new sneakers, and I got they just go crazy. Mm-hmm. And the reality is, all you need to start out is healthy food, access to pure water, sneakers, and a good night's sleep. That's what we need for fundamentals this year to lose weight. You know, of course, I love the idea of lifting weights. I think lifting weights is really important, but to get the ball rolling, really, you just need to get your shoes on and get out.
Right.
You know, get out for 45 minutes every single day. Let's just start there, you know, and then let's build from there.
Now, I think that it's getting out for 45 minutes is easy to say because it's not that's quite a long time for a lot of people.
Okay, well, 30 minutes to start then. Okay.
You're saying just get going. You're saying there's no secrets.
You got to do it. And it's just like brushing your teeth and showering. And, you know, if we all break it down, like a lot of us don't have time for those things during the day either, but we have to. You have to surrender to exercise and eating healthy. It's just necessary for life. You just have to surrender to it. Just let it go that you think it's an add-on or for other people or for special people or people with more time. It's not. It's for you. It's literally health maintenance. It has to be done.
Well, you're creating that routine too. You know, getting that routine going, and then it just becomes easier and easier because it's a part of your life.
Just get it done.
Just get it done. Quotes from Amy Lane. Just get it done. Number 2, you wrote, taking advice from anyone and everyone.
This drives me crazy.
Yeah?
Oh, it drives me crazy.
Like I don't know.
There's a lot of people out there that know what they're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of people out there that have no idea what they're talking about. Weight loss is an industry that catches people's attention. So anybody that has a voice that feels like talking about it will. It doesn't mean that everybody's advice should be listened to. And it also comes down to you as a person. If you decide you're going to do said program, say you decide you're going to do my program, but then you go and take bits and pieces of advice from 5 other programs or 5 other people in the industry or public figures, you're messing up the rhythm. You have to commit to one thing and you have to give it enough time to work. It's just reality. You can't, you know, be doing this person's cleanse, following this person's diet, following this person's exercise routine, and, you know, following your own guidelines for whatever, and then expect to achieve the results. I know with my program, it's something that I first tested and developed on my own, and have since put thousands of women through the program. But it has to, you know, there are, of course, things when I'm working with people, we change out and switch around with, you know, eating or with workouts, and we slip different things in. But the basis is that you're wasting my time and you're wasting your time if you're stockpiling different programs and adding them all in. Like, you know, and I used to be the worst.
Oh, yeah.
I was the queen of, well, she looks good, what's she doing? And then start doing that for a week. Well, he looks good, what, like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
Well, I'll do that for, you know. And it just I never got to where I wanted to be because I didn't just commit to one thing and do it long enough for it to work. So I just suggest keep your eyes in your own lane.
Find the program that works for you and stick with it.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, number 3 of things to avoid, using shakes instead of food for meals. Explain what you mean by that.
Well, a lot of people heading into the new year get in the mindset of cleansing, and cleansing, you know, is synonymous a lot of times with either protein shakes or juicing.
Yes.
You know, juice cleanses can have their place, you know, but they should never be used as a weight loss tool.
No, that's...
End of story.
No.
It's just, they're not. And I know it's tempting, because I know you can drink juice and you can see the scale and you feel, you know, thinner. It's just not reality. It's muscle wasting. It's water. You're not going to get to where you want to be, and you're never going to stay there.
Yeah,
unless
fat cells are not going to burn that quick.
You're never going to stay on drinking 2 protein shakes for 2 meals a day for the rest of your life. Well, I pray to God not.
No.
You know, you're going to eat normal food, so stick with normal food. And I'm not saying never have a protein shake. You know, if you're having it for your mid-morning snack, or if you're going to miss a meal and this is what you can have, then by all means have it. But avoiding food and buying these shakes, it's just a waste of money. Just eat real food. Please eat real food.
Yeah, and I mean, there are easier ways to, like, so most people's argument to that is that, you know, the shakes are just easy, right? Like, you can get all the good nutrients, you put them in.
Right, but nobody sticks with it, Dave. You can't. It's not a long-term solution. You know, you've never met someone that, well, for the last 10 years, I've been having a shake 2 times a day, and I'm very healthy and vibrant and satisfied with my life. It just doesn't happen.
Well, also, what I'm trying to say is we've found solutions that are also just as easy, but better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, there's some steel cut out options out there that I found that are really excellent, quick to use. A combination of whole grains and fruits, and very simple. But yeah, people do get caught up in the shakes for breakfast, shakes for lunch, type of thing, and you're missing major things. And the body's not responding in the proper way. And then when you add food in, it's so easy to gain weight.
Oh yeah, the rebound effect. It's a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Digestion, you get constipated. It's just, it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, though, I'm not bashing it all the time. I mean, shakes here and there are great.
Oh yeah, excellent. So easy to add, protein and lots of different grains to them. Yeah, for sure. So number 4 you wrote is don't expect results in a week, or expecting results in the week as something to avoid. Yes.
So again, a lot of us are like, this is what I'm going to do. This is my goal. You work super, super hard. You're committed. And then come Friday, you're like, look in the mirror and are like, okay, is she here yet?
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
It took longer than 5 days for, you to either get out of shape or gain weight and again, like all of this I was the queen of all these.
Oh yeah.
So this is why I'm saying to avoid them.
Well, these are the things that came to you naturally when you thought about, what should people be avoiding? Because
these are all the mistakes I made time and time again. I just wasted years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
If I just did it the right way the first time and corrected my behaviors and was honest with myself, it wouldn't have taken, a decade of torture. But anyway, I digress. So expecting results in a week. Commit to the long-term solution.
Mm-hmm.
Commit to, I love my body. I respect myself. I'm going to do all the steps. I'm going to take care of myself from this moment on. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to drink water. I'm going to exercise, and I'm going to sleep. And I'm going to be really kind to myself. And as my body sees fit, it will change.
And you're not even the type of person to say, oh, you should be losing this amount of weight per week.
Never.
Everyone is so unique in your view, right?
100%. And, there are some people that come to me and they're A-type personalities and they're planners and they're like, this is how much I'd like to be down by this time. And I say, yes, let's put that goal up as a marker.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to love yourself and not put the pressure on yourself while we're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
And the other reality is sometimes the scale number we think we're going to be at our Fit and Fabulous is completely off. I had a client, I should link her pictures actually. I think she only physically lost 12 to 15 pounds. But if you see the differences in images, and she went down like 6 sizes.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's some muscle changes happening.
She gained a lot of muscle, and that was her goal.
Mm-hmm.
And she lost a dramatic amount of body fat.
Mm-hmm.
And her shape is completely different. She was more of an apple shape. Now she's just has a tight little waist and curvy. So, put that expectation, that like the idea out there, this is the weight I'd like to be, but then let it kind of float. And that doesn't mean don't go for it. It means I'm open to this or better.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah, we use that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to this or better.
This or better.
And it's so easy to get caught up in the scale, and it's so easy to get caught up in the Fitbit and the other scales and so many things. Number 5, you said to avoid obsessing about size, scale, or appearance. It's along the same lines, but it's a little different because, then you're talking about appearance and you're judging yourself, right? We're getting to the self-judgment again.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember when I was 30 pounds heavier and I would be on my path of ridiculous weight loss methods, and then I'd be in the tub or in the shower and I just think to myself, you're disgusting. You're just disgusting. And now it hurts my feelings to even think that I ever talked to myself like that. Yeah. Because that's horrid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter if I was 200 pounds heavier, I'm never disgusting. Nobody's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, self-talk and self-thoughts, like, I'm always trying to say, it's hard to explain to people, but I don't care if you're 200 pounds overweight, if you're 5 pounds underweight, you're perfect as you are. And then there's more. We'll work on whatever you want to be. If you feel, you'd be healthier, more confident, or, you want to feel sexy naked or look stunning in a bikini, or if you want your cholesterol numbers down, whatever your motivation, we can get there. But we can get there easier by understanding and loving yourself the whole way, not just when you get to a certain destination. Is that clear?
I think it's clear to me, and I think you're doing a great job of getting that point across. It's so incredibly important.
If you make changes from a place of loving yourself already, it's so much easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're coming from a centered place. They're coming from a calm place. They're coming from a place of truth.
When you love yourself, you make good choices.
Yeah, you do.
You know, when you don't love yourself, you reach for the harmful fat burners. You reach for, purging techniques.
Yeah, purging techniques. Yeah.
You know, because you're saying to yourself, you're bad, you're wrong, and I need to resolve what is. If you're saying to yourself, look, you're a queen. You know, you're perfect. You've got some health going on in there, whether it's manifest right now or not. Then you turn to that healthy food because you're feeding yourself like a queen. I had a long day, but I'm still going to go for a walk because I deserve health. Because I love myself. Right?
Definitely.
I think we've come to think of like eating healthy and exercising as punishment of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
When in reality it should be a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I guess it could be determined to be a punishment of something like for something you've done to yourself.
Right, and that's not the angle I want anybody to ever look at it.
You don't need
a salad because you're fat.
Mm-hmm. No.
You eat the salad because your cells are gonna love you. Your skin is gonna glow.
Your bowels.
You're just gonna work well. Your brain's gonna function better. Your hair's gonna be shiny. Like, you exercise because you love your body and you're gonna cherish this container you're given. You know, I had a real shift in that thinking, where I used to punish myself and always try to get to something else, when I had the deep realization that there are people today living on this earth that have health conditions that they can't exercise. Mm-hmm. That they wish that a healthy meal, was the solution, was their answer to being healthy again.
There's so many people like that.
People with cancers, they
neurodegenerative diseases.
They would give anything to, the solution to honor their body and eat healthy and exercise. So I feel like I do it for them. I do it for everyone in my family that would love to have had another healthy day. Mm-hmm. I think it's important. Mm-hmm. It's a gift. Your body's a gift, and you don't have it forever. So.
Gosh, you're gonna make me tear up here.
I know, me too.
Holy, that's very serious. I didn't see this go. This is.
Sometimes you have to.
You have to really go there.
You have to be honest, and we have to make the most of what we have. And always from a place of love. Mm-hmm.
I think you're doing it.
I hope so.
And how are you doing after this first week of January?
Felt long. Mm-hmm. I miss not having you around.
Yeah, we had such a nice holiday.
We had a really nice holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, I stayed healthy eating all holiday, so there was no adjustment for me. You,
on the other hand... My life has been hell.
You, on the other hand, went off the rails.
Oh, yeah. Always do.
Always do. Dave's mantra has been, have to fit in my pants. He's been doing all the cardio with me, and he
absolutely
just says to himself, gotta fit in my work pants, his suit. Yeah.
Definitely.
No, but I stayed on, so I'm pretty good. I mean, I'm a little fluffy, but it's more like I had a little extra wine.
You're a little fluffy, you say?
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it's not like I gained any body fat. I just feel a little fluffy.
Okay. Feel fluffy.
Little bloat. It'll be gone in 7 days. It's not a big deal.
Well, I gotta get in these pants.
Oh, let me tell you.
No, okay. Great tips. Easing into the new year, I think it's excellent. So that's Healthy Rebel episode 5. Healthy Rebel Radio episode 5. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you, Amy, for the tips.
Thank you.
Great. Have a good night.
See you.
Healthy Rebel Radio is presented by the online health and wellness center, DamiHealth.com. Since 2009, Amy Lane has successfully coached thousands of women through her signature program, the Bikini Body Program. Join today to work exclusively with Amy to unveil your greatest yet to be from the inside out. Go to DamiHealth.com for more information.
Thank you for listening to Healthy Rebel Radio. Please connect with us on our community pages on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, all at the handle @DamiHealth. For weekly recipes, articles, and all our episodes straight to your inbox, join our newsletter at DamiHealth.com. You can find all the links discussed in today's episode in the show notes. Thank you for joining us, and see you tomorrow.